Sorry, guys. They put the button, backplay button. I was trying to delete something. The backplay button's right next to the power button, so I hit the wrong button. Okay, guys, I'm back. We are watching something about the history of Fox. Now, my Fox affiliate was WSJV, Fox 28. And here, I'll put it up here for you guys this time. WSJV TV 28. CBS bought. Okay, guys, I'm back now. We had a little bit of differences. That was my Fox affiliate right there, guys, until 2016. That was a Fox affiliate until 2016. Yeah, not even that old, and CW and CBS bought them. So yeah. Now we're back, guys. Due to technical difficulties, I hit the wrong button. The backspace button is right next to the power button, so I hit the wrong button and it lost our connection. We're back now, and we'll continue where we're at.
Kids, instead focusing on content.
I'm gonna rewind a little bit of this so we can overlap it.
Well, again, to 3 hours on weekdays and 4 hours on Saturday.
We never had it in the morning. We only had it on Saturday.
All Fox affiliates had the block at first, but a few years into its run, some stations decided they wanted to focus more on news and business, and Fox Kids was neither of those things. In 1993, WSVN Miami dropped the block. In May of 1994, Fox signed an agreement with New World Entertainment to switch its stations from ABC, CBS, and NBC to Fox.
Well, one cartoon station still does Saturday morning cartoons, and it's PBS.
Many of these new Fox stations decided not to air Fox Kids, instead focusing
this is where we've lost our connection
and news shows. In response to this, Fox ordered Fox Kids to be aired in certain independent stations, alongside Kids WB and UPN Kids. Some stations like WHBQ-TV Memphis, KTVI St. Louis, and WGHB High Point decided to air Fox Kids from 1 o'clock p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. and lead it into the evening news. For the first few years of Fox Kids' run, Warner Brothers Animation aired many of their shows on Fox Kids.
Batman, MEX,
Tiny Toons, the animated series. However, when the WB was launched in January of 1995, followed by Kids WB in September of that year, the Warner Brothers produced shows were moved to those networks.
Sinbon.
In 1996, Fox wanted to expand Fox Kids worldwide, so they formed a strategic alliance with Saban to merge.
Then NBC bought. Then Disney bought them.
Fox Kids Networks Worldwide, which was renamed to Fox Family Worldwide in 1997 after the acquisition of International Family Entertainment, who ran the Family Channel. If there was one thing that became the bane of Fox Kids' existence, it was the Children's Television Act of 1990. The Children's Television Act is a series of regulations imposed by the FCC to monitor the amount of educational content in children's television. These regulations manifested themselves in 1997 with the introduction of EI, or Educational and Informative. That's why EI would appear in the top right-hand corner of the screen in PBS Kids shows. This new law stated that TV stations would have to air at least 3 hours of educational programming a day. The shows Fox Kids aired did not comply with EI, so in 1998 they added the PBS series.
Magic School Bus was never on PBS, to my knowledge, and Magic School Bus was always on my Fox affiliate with Woody Woodpecker. Then I would network to that. Back in it, guys. So I remember Magic School Bus being on TV on Fox. Also, Magic School Bus was also a Woodpecker, but Magic School Bus was never on PBS, to my knowledge. I've never seen a PBS.
The Magic School Bus to the lineup. Around this time, it's manifested themselves in 1997 with the introduction of EI, or Educational and Informative.
Never seen Magic School Bus on PBS. All I saw on Fox.
EI would appear in the top right-hand corner of the screen in PBS kids shows. This new law stated that TV stations would have to air at least 3 hours of educational programming a day. The shows Fox Kids aired did not comply with EI, so in 1998 they added the PBS series The Magic School Bus to the lineup. Around this time, the weekday time slot for Fox Kids was reduced to 2 hours, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Never did it.
In 2000, Fox affiliates were given the option
Digimon!
to air Fox Kids from 2 to 4 p.m. instead if they ran the news at 5. Some stations delayed Fox from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., as this time slot was not very desirable because most children were in school by then and the time slot was not very highly rated anyway. A few stations decided to use this time slot to air the Magic School Bus to comply with EI. Never mind the fact that there wasn't that big of an audience around that time to watch it, but hey, anything to comply with the 3-hour a day of educational programming. But it wasn't just EI that Fox Kids was having trouble with around this time. It had once been the king of kids' TV and ratings since 1992, but in 1998, it was dethroned by ABC's recently launched One Saturday Morning block. It was then overtaken again by one of its main competitors, Kids WB.
One Saturday Morning.
Other networks simply offered better quality shows.
The only watch One Saturday Morning was Recess. That's it.
By Fox Kids losing the Warner Brothers produced shows 3 years earlier, and no matter what they did, Fox
29
couldn't keep up with the rest of the pack. As if Fox Kids wasn't having a hard time already, in 2001, the Fox affiliates decided that they wanted to use the time slot taken up by Fox Kids for their own programming, as they were getting more confident that their programming could keep up with that of ABC, CBS, and NBC. Then, in that year, Fox decided they'd finally had enough, and Fox Kids, Fox Family Worldwide, and Saban Entertainment were sold to the Walt Disney Company of all places.
ABC.
However, Disney let Fox Television Entertainment oversee the dying brand and let them operate it at Fox TV headquarters in Hollywood. By this point,
until 2002,
Fox knew that the writing was on the wall for Fox Kids, and they discontinued daytime children's programming.
Digimon!
In 2001,
died off.
fulfilling the wishes of its affiliates to give more time for their own shows. However, 4Kids Entertainment was sold the rights to air Fox Kids on Saturdays, and it did so until September 7th, 2002.
Yeah, I remember that.
When the plug was finally pulled.
Then the Fox box took over
4 o'clock.
almost 20 years ago, guys.
Kids was replaced 7 days later by Fox Box, which was also run by 4Kids Entertainment. In fact, Fox Box was renamed 4Kids TV on January 22nd, 2005.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Was never.
It ran until December 27th, 2008.
Listen right now. There's one thing you guys need to know, okay? Yu-Gi-Oh! Was never aired on Fox. It was only aired on the WB, which then it was aired on Jetix. I mean, then it was aired on CW, which I never actually watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Much because it was actually Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! is one of the oldest cartoons. Still was around back then. Still on the air today. Actually, it was until 2014 when CW canned it.
Fox would never again venture into the realm of children's TV. Internationally, Disney continued to run the Fox Kids channel until 2004 when it was replaced by Jetix.
Then Disney
If you want to
XD.
learn more about Jetix, I suggest you watch my video on the topic. Link is in the video description. So the reason Fox Kids failed is simply because it wasn't planned as well as it could have been, and also it just wasn't wanted in the end. It was clear from the early 90s onwards that the affiliates didn't like what the block was doing to their schedules, and although it maintained good ratings for a good chunk of its run, it wouldn't keep those ratings. Combine that with the ever-impending risk of being in trouble with the FCC, and it was inevitable that Fox Kids would crumble. I wish Fox Kids had stuck around for longer. then maybe I wouldn't have my philosophical question that I mentioned earlier. Let me know in the comments, what do you think Fox Kids could have done in order to stay afloat? And also, do you remember the block? Anyway,
yeah, I remember some
watching.
stuff.
Stay tuned.
But I don't leave comments on some.
One more thing before I go. I am aware of the lack of quality with my videos on Medora Entertainment, and the lack of quantity with my videos on Medora too. The reason is that I have been focusing more on school as of late, and I haven't had nearly as much time to make videos. I have decided to start working on videos slowly but steadily. So you won't be seeing history videos or any videos that require as much script writing, recording, and editing as the history videos as often as you used to. However, I am nearly done with my class, so perhaps there will be a little time before I start the next one to work on videos more. Also, fair warning, I am looking for a new job and am planning on getting one by the end of the year or January of 2020.
It doesn't really matter. The thing is, though, guys, Fox Kids was all right, guys. It's just that back then, if you're like me, you had an antenna. You didn't hit a computer with that. It's a big boxy thingy, and you have to go to the library to use this big boxy thingy. And when I did have TV back then, I had to use something called rabbit ears. And this is about before digital even existed. TVs were big, bulky, a box, and you watch TV on them. I mean, it was free, too. TV was free back then. Before 2009, TV was free.
Of this I am certain. Galador will return shortly on Fox Kids.
Never seen Galador.
All new Episode 2 action figures give you the power of the Jedi. Jango Fett in his Slave One launches a sneak attack. Your Jedi Starfighter blasts from flight to fight mode and fires, but Jango escapes.
Star Wars is always good.
Use force-moving action to leap into battle, but Darth Tyrannus is no pushover. Jango Fett takes out Mace Windu. You can use the Force to summon a lightsaber into Obi-Wan's hand. Missile deflected. When the massive Reach charges in with its stomping attack, Anakin strikes back with 2 lightsabers. With Star Wars Episode 2 action figures, the Force is in your hands. A galaxy of beasts, vehicles, and action figures each sold separately. New s'mores Ritz Fit sandwiches.
What are those?
Rich chocolatey fudge. Smooth creamy marshmallow. Between bite-sized graham crackers.
I remember those. Those didn't really sell. I remember those. Those didn't sell. Chuck E. Cheese, remember that? Everything died.
Yes, the curse of the wolf continues on an all-new Power Rangers Wild Force. Coming up next, only on Fox Kids. Wake up.
Digimon! Season 3, Tamers.
Digimon, this morning after Power Rangers Wild Force on Fox Kids.
Remember that?
How to keep the family from the world
Oh!
record?
Remember that?
So many dominoes. Now, the all-new at 8:30 tomorrow on Fox. You've returned to the
Remember that episode?
Galador on Fox Kids. Don't go away. Galador will glitch right back on Fox Kids.
We were coming back to McDonald's. Man, was I hungry.
Mighty Kids remember that too. I have that stuff they talk about right now.
Mucinex GM relieves wet and dry coughs. Find our $5 coupon in this Sunday's paper.
Research shows that people remember commercials of exciting stuff.
So, guys, I was thinking, starting tomorrow, we will do CA again. We're starting with Digimon Season 4, known as Digimon Frontier. Guys, I just cannot believe it. I'm going back to doing what I used to do back during my early day. Back in, I don't know, mid this year, I started the idea of doing it. Let's see here. I had the idea back in March to start doing CA last year. So CA, I've been working on CA since April this year, or April last year, I started working on CA. I think we're going to finish up doing some more CA tonight. Because I think CA is doing real good for the show. But I'll have to relate here.